And now this is really getting interesting. You know, celebrating small wins is actually like when we go on a journey and, we just cross milestones and we get the feeling that we are closer to our destination. And I would say, more or less, the life journey is like that. And if we are progressing, we definitely come across those milestones as well, right? And let's say, in the past few days, we were talking about creating a to do list, right? But the truth is, and maybe some of you are actually making it, but just making it, not working on it. And some actually working on it too. So, obviously, when we create a to do list for ourselves, we work on that, there is a sense of achievement. And as we say, with every achievement, with every even small, goal achieved, we need to have some celebrations, like so. But then, on the other hand, when it is just a to do list, some would say, "Oh, I made it in my mind." Some would say, "No, I was able to note it down on paper, but for X, Y, Z reasons, couldn't accomplish it." And when that happens, we are not failing because we are lazy. We are failing because we are thinking too big, too fast, too soon, right? And I love this metaphor that small wins are like stepping stones. You may not leap, but you keep moving forward. So think about crossing a river. You don't jump from one bank to another in a single bound, unless, of course, you are Hanumanji. And you step on one stone, then another, then another. Each step is small, but each step gets you closer to where you want to be. And here's something fascinating about your brain: it doesn't distinguish between big victories and small victories when it comes to feeling good. When you complete any task, whether it's solving a complex problem or just organizing your desk, your brain releases the chemical dopamine. And it's basically your brain's way of saying, "Hey, that felt good. Let's do more of that." And it's like getting a little internal high five every time you finish something. But here's where it gets interesting: small wins don't just make you feel good in the moment, they actually rewire your brain to expect progress. So think about it in this way. You know that feeling when you're playing a mobile game? So you keep completing levels, right? And each level completed gives you a little rush, right? And that's dopamine. And what happens? You want to play the next level immediately. And that's exactly what small wins do for your real life. They train your brain to think, "I can do this. I am someone who get things done. I am making progress." So it's like compound interest, but for your confidence. Each small win builds on the previous one, creating momentum that eventually becomes unstoppable. So that is why I always say that always compare yourself to your own previous version, not with others. Because comparing with others will bring stress, but comparing with your old version will bring awareness and, of course, a sense of accomplishment if you are celebrating small wins with every passing day. But here's where we mess up. In a Instagram obsessed, go big or go home culture, We have learned to dismiss small wins as not enough. A teenager thinks, oh, I only studied for 30 minutes today. That's nothing. A working parent thinks, I only read 2 pages of that book. What's the point? An entrepreneur thinks, I only made one sales call today. I should have made 50. So we are so busy looking at other people's highlights reels that we forget our own behind the scenes progress. Well, let me tell you something. That person you admire for their overnight success, I guarantee they built it one small win at a time. MS Dhoni didn't become captain cool by hitting a century in his first match. In fact, he struggled initially. He built his reputation through thousands of small decisions. One calm moment, one good shot, one smart field placement at a time. And your favorite author didn't write their best selling novel in one sitting. They wrote it one page at a time, sometimes just one good paragraph at a time. And here's something that might surprise you. The most successful people I know don't try to do everything every day. They focus on completing one important task daily, not 10 tasks, not a perfect day, one meaningful thing. So if you remember the red, yellow, green example of creating the to do list. So if you actually have too many tasks in the red zone, please try to see, can you reduce it? Because let us have the crucial tasks as less as possible. But yes, they must be daily in there so that you don't get overwhelmed, right? So, let me share a few examples with you. Like for working professionals, I can say that instead of I'll transform my entire career this month, try saying I'll send one meaningful networking message today, or I'll spend 20 minutes learning one new skill. For parents, it can be instead of I'll be the perfect parent starting today, try saying I'll have one genuine conversation with my child today, or I'll cook one healthy meal mindfully. Or for anyone with big dreams, and I'm sure many of you are here with big dreams. So instead of like, I'll write a book this year, try I'll write 200 words today, just 200 words. That's like one WhatsApp message to your family group. So here's the magic. When you complete that one task, you have two choices. You can stop and feel good about your win, or you can ride that dopamine wave and do a little more. And both are victories. And now here's something crucial that we Indians are terrible at sometimes, of course: celebration. We finish something important, and immediately our brain says, okay, what's next? We treat our achievements like items on a grocery list. Tick, move on, tick, move on. But celebration is not optional, it's part of this process. When you acknowledge your small win, you're literally training your brain to want more wins. It doesn't have to be a party, it could be as simple as saying, I did that, or sharing your win with someone who cares, or even just pausing for 10 seconds to feel good about what you accomplished. Taking deep breath and feeling good about it, oh, and thinking about what you have achieved. And your brain needs to know that progress feels good. Otherwise, why would it want to make more progress? So let's get practical. I want everyone to do something right now that will change how your day feels, right? Step one, identify one small win. See, maybe it's some meaningful task you'll complete today, something that matters to your bigger goals, but is small enough that you can definitely do it. Write it down, make it specific. For example, you might reply to some important mail, or you can clean and organize your study desk, or just call one person you care about and you've not called for so long. Write down three career goals, or as simple as that, doing 10 minutes of stretching. Then, step two, connect it to your bigger picture. See, why we are creating small goals? Because they should be aligned to our main, the bigger goal in our life, right? So, goal creation is also an art, because you have your why, that is the biggest goal, and then your small goal should be in such a way that with every passing day they are taking you closer to your main goal, right? So connect to that bigger picture. Then of course plan your celebration. Decide how you'll acknowledge completing this task. Maybe you'll text a friend, maybe you'll have your favorite snack, or maybe you'll just take a moment to feel proud. And let me ask you, who is brave enough here to share their small win for today? Go ahead, make it public so that you are more likely to make it happen. Because when you'll say it today, I am sure many of us would be interested to know tomorrow how you celebrate it. So please go ahead. Let me hear what is your planning for the small win. Yes, Sanjeev ji, please.
Hi, good morning, everybody. And as Kapilji, I shifted to a new city. I have been uh, postponing booking the new gas connection out here since
Okay,
last 25 plus days. And just because of today's small win is going, booking the gas connection, new gas connection.
cool, cool, Sanjeev ji. Great. So let's see and see. We are all accountability partners to each other. So believe me, I'll be asking you tomorrow that did you do that, right?
I'll
Okay.
update in the group. I'll update in the group today evening.
Great, great. That's the best thing. Okay. Anybody else who wants to share what big win they would like, they're planning for today? हाँ जी, क्या करने वाले हो? All are into this growth process. Sharmila ji, Nitin ji, what's the plan for today? Nobody,
Sonika ji
nobody's
has
planning.
written.
No,
So,
nobody's planning.
Kapil ji, Sonika ji has written she will do two more handwriting samples. Dimple
Cool.
ji has written follow good healthy habit for a day. My one thing take from today is I'm going to start cleaning. Today I'll complete cleaning of my daughter's cupboard, which she's been complaining past 3, 4 days. With
Okay,
her help,
cool.
of course, not without her.
Perfect, perfect. Chalo. Great. So, before we end, I want you to remember something beautiful. Success is not a destination you arrive at. It's a trail of small victories you create every single day. So every expert was once a beginner. Every marathon starts with a single step, and every masterpiece begins with a single brush stroke. So, your call to action is simple but powerful. Tonight, before you sleep, write down that today's win. And as Sanjeev ji said, you might update in the group. So, even if it feels small, even it feels insignificant, write it down. Because when you look back a year from now, you won't remember the days you did nothing, but you'll definitely remember the trail of small victories that led you to where you wanted to be. So small wins are not just steps towards success, they are success actually happening in real time. So your stepping stones are waiting. So let's all of us start today, and by evening, let's update in the group what we accomplished today. So make that happen, make this day count. With that, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you.